What has the mood been like trying to put that loss behind you and move on?
Yeah, obviously it's not the standard of football that we're used to playing or we're capable of playing. So we were obviously down a little bit. Came in Sunday, corrected and reviewed, put it behind us, and we're focused on the rest of the season. Our goal's still in front of us. Everything that we hope to accomplish this season is still in front of us. So everybody took a step back, learned from our mistakes, but we're still all bought in and fully believe that we're capable of doing what we're set out to achieve this year.
I know in a 37-point loss, it's hard to say like a couple little things change the game. But you think of some of the drops, some of the guys slipping, yourself included. When you had the first down there with the penalty, I mean, do you feel like there were some plays that could have made it at least be a closer game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw in the first quarter how explosive and how well we played as a team together. It's just keeping that consistency throughout the game, and that's something we've been talking about and working on at practice. And, yeah, little details, slipping, stuff like that, there's no excuse for it. And even myself, I hold myself to a really high standard, and I'm going to play like that the rest of the season. So having that happen in the first game, there's growing pains, but we know the level that we can play at, and we're going to continue to work on that and hold ourselves to that standard and come out and win games.
It was your first game experience as a team captain. Road trip, pregame, postgame, during the game. What did you observe?
Really, just it's the same role that I feel like I've been in. I mean, I've been a leader of this team, and having the captain term hasn't really changed my perspective, but just being a leader, being vocal with the guys, and really at the end of the day, just observing how we're still bought in. That was huge for me because a lot of guys can just say, oh, the season's over. We lost to the number 10 team, a very good team, and guys could just feel sorry for themselves, and I've noticed that nobody's done that. We came in on Sunday. We were upset at first, but we bounced back, and I'm proud of the team for doing that, and we're going to go out and we're going to show our level of football, our brand of football this upcoming week.
How many friends and family are traveling from Florida for this one?
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, it's the last opportunity for them to come out against a Florida team, which is pretty sweet. So got quite a lot of family and friends coming out for this game. They got to go to the Washington game too, so they're making the drive down. So they've been enjoying being out on the West Coast.
You grew up, I think, 2 hours from Orlando. Like, how many of the kids at your high school ended up at UCF and your high school buddies that are probably giving you crap this week?
Yeah, no, definitely a lot of them. A lot of my friends know a lot of the football players too, so they're always talking trash, but at the end of the day, they're supportive, and it's all fun and games. But yeah, going play against a Florida team is always fun.
The way the game in 21 ended, and that couldn't have been easy for you especially, is there kind of a little extra motivation of man, we got to get them back?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another team, another game, another week, so we're not really putting too much pressure on it. It's just we want to go out, play our brand of football, but yeah, I want to win this game because there's a lot on it with Florida and all my friends, but at the end of the day, we're going to play our brand of football no matter what.
This is the third straight year you guys have went down 0-1 to a high-level team. You guys have rebounded the previous 2 years and ended up winning. What have you noticed in that rebound and maybe that you guys are applying this week? Is there some type of magic there, you think?
I mean, we always talk about it. It's 10% of what happens to you, 90% of how you respond. And that's what we've been talking about. And when you get adversity after the first game, like we have the past couple years, it's how you're going to respond. And that's what builds championship teams. Having to face adversity early and how you handle that is how you're going to have this team progress and be better throughout the year. And like I said, I've seen the guys buy in and handle that adversity. And I think it's going to project us in a great trajectory this year.
Looking at the offense, where do you guys want to be better week 2?
Just the small details, like we said, the slipping, the drops, the penalties, just stuff that are hurting ourselves because we know what we're capable of, and it's going to be explosive, it's going to be fun, and once we clean that stuff up and just be consistent, because we saw in the first quarter glimpses of how successful we can be, and we keep that consistency throughout the game, and we're going to be a really good offense.
Andy was talking on Monday, really liking the response he saw from you guys at practice on Sunday. Just what's it been like these last couple of days getting back in Boise?
Yeah, it's been great just coming back and being in the foxhole with the boys. We know we didn't handle business, and now we can just work together, and all we care about is who's in that room at this point. And we're going to build off that, and we're going to continue to be there for our brothers and just grind as hard as we can so that we can make each other proud and we can make the city proud.
What's the difference when you run out of the tunnel when it's a sold-out packed stadium versus you look up and see some empty seats? I mean, how badly do you guys need a sellout on Saturday?
Yeah, huge difference. I mean, we have some of the best fans in the country that I believe, and it really impacts how we play on the field. And You know how many false starts teams get when they come in here because of our student section, because of our fans, and they make a huge impact on us. So I would love to see a sellout crowd because it amps us up, it makes us play better, and we love all the support from Boise.
What's it like the first time of the season running out on the blue for a game?
Oh, it's electric. I mean, I've been here 6 years, and it doesn't get any more natural. It's just I run out, and it's just my heart's racing. It's electric, just a big smile on my face, and I love it. So getting the opportunity to do that again this weekend is going to be awesome.
21 straight years this program's won their home opener. Do you guys obviously you always want to protect the blue, but do you kind of take pride in that streak?
Yeah, really, we don't really talk about the streak that much. We just, every single game, protect the blue. That's the biggest thing. That's what we pride ourselves on. We hold the tradition strong. We do it for the guys that have been here in the past because the blue's sacred, and we want to protect it as much as possible. So the streak is awesome, but I think that's just a testimony to how much we care about protecting this place.
The offensive line, you're a big part of that, and you're blocking the evolution of that. I mean, a lot of people had a lot of compliments about the line play. What did you see, and how big a part of this thing are you?
Yeah, I was very proud of them. I mean, we had 2 young guys step up and go against a top 10 team in the country, and especially with their great edge rushers, and they handle them well. And I was super proud of them, the preparation they put in, the confidence they had in themselves. And they didn't have a perfect game, but they bounced back. And that's what you love to see out of young guys. Garrett Kern playing center for the first time and just handling it, being a leader on that team. And he's just been a great job and a great leader of the team. And the tight ends, we try to help out any way we can. I mean, we want to get in there and do our role and do our job and help those boys out. So I was very proud of them, and I know they're just going to continue to grow.
What was it specifically about Garrett? Was he just kind of calling out the plays there on the line, or just?
Yeah, I mean, he's the quarterback of the line of scrimmage, you know what I'm saying? He's calling stuff out, and he's just being vocal. He's being confident. The preparation he puts in is different than a lot of guys that I've seen, and I'm extremely proud of him, and he's done a great job, and just his mentality and helping out the freshmen and showing them the ropes has been a great job on his part.
What do you see in UCF's defense? If you were going to give us a couple of things that you think they really do well and are strong at, what would you say?
Yeah, they're fast, athletic guys. I mean, they got all conference players on their team, and they do a really good job, and it's going to be a competitive game. So after watching film, they're a great defense, and I'm excited to go against them.
Do you like just having back-to-back, tough matchups to start the season, going up against another great team instead of maybe having a tune-up after Washington?
Yeah, I mean, every single game we treat them, we don't overlook anybody, whether their record is amazing and they're a top 10 team or they're a tune-up game. Every single game we treat them as a spectacular opponent because we know they're going to play their best brand of football against us. So it doesn't really matter who we're playing. We know we're going to get their best every single week, but playing a team like UCF is going to be a great challenge for us, and we're willing to take it on.
I don't know if pressure is the right word, but obviously you don't want to drop to 0-2. I mean, how big of a game is this, I guess, just to kind of keep the season where you want it to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's a non-conference game. The Washington was, and it's just our goal is still on the table. So we're just wanting to win every single game that week, and we don't add pressure on ourselves to go 0-2. We're just going to play our brand of football and keep our mentality strong, because if we put too much pressure on us, that doesn't help anybody. So really, at the end of the day, we're just going to play how we know how to play, and we're going to go out and treat it just like another week and go out and dominate.